Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a video where I work through all of my current favourites. So this is what we ended up looking like here. So if you're interested in what I've currently got on my face and what I consider to be my current favourites, then definitely keep on watching. So first off, I'm just going to take my Plouise base, and this is in the shade Rumour 2, and just pop that straight on my eyelids. And I'm just going to take a little sponge and just blend that out. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to take the Carnival for the Antidote palette, and this is what she looks like here. Quite a nice fall looking palette. It's one of my favourite palettes. And to start off with, I'm just going to go in with the shade Cinnamon, which is the third shadow down in the second row just here. And I'm just going to pack that sort of about 3/4 of the way along in the crease. And just diffuse.
A few moments later.
That up like that. As I do have hooded eyes, I do have to bring it a little bit further up so that you can actually see it, just like that. And this brush here is just a fluffy blending brush, and it is the LBE 3 from Lunar Beauty. So next I'm going to take the shade Buff just here, and this is on a Colourpop E9, so it's slightly more fluffy, and I'm just going to start buffing that closer to my eyebrow, just to blend all of that in because we don't want any harsh lines. So for the shimmer shade, I'm going to take this shade down here. It's a shimmer and it's called Glisten, and I'm just going to take it on this flat brush by Lunar Beauty. The camera doesn't want to focus, but you can see it's quite skinny, and this is the LBE 4. So I'm just going to take that, and these shadows out of Antidote do work quite well with a brush. You don't need to wet your brush or anything. It's probably one of the only formulas that I do use with a brush. You can also go in with your finger. Of course, you're always going to get more payoff with your finger, but they're one of the only formulas that actually work with a brush quite well, which is great. So we're just going to pack that on, slightly blend that into the matte shades next to it, and then what I'm going to do is go back in with the brush with a bit of cinnamon on it and just help blend that shimmer in. Like that, and a little bit of buff just at the top. Just like that. So let me just finish off the other eye and I'll be right back. So next up for mascara, I am just going to take the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara, and this is in the shade Black. And we're just going to pop that straight on the lashes. Okay, so now that the eyes are all done, we're going to go in with the foundation. So this is the Be Perfect Chroma Cover foundation, and this is in the shade N2. So I'm just going to take my sponge. It's not the greatest pump, but it works. And I'm just going to start dabbing that all over and just taking it down so that everything blends in together. Alright, so now that the foundation is all on and somewhat blended, so just go in with brows, and this is the Benefit Give Me Brow. I'm not sure what colour it is because it is a little travel size, but it is brown. So I'm just unsure. I'm going to say it's around shade like 4.5 or something like that. So I'm just going to run that through my brows and hope to God that they look a little bit more even than what they did. My brows are never even anyway, so there's no point in trying anymore. So I'll just run that. Get down. Like that, and as much as this one likes to do his own thing, brows are done. So to set the face in, I'm going to go in with the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. Now this is the vanilla scented one, and it can be a little bit overpowering. I'm kind of used to it now, but I know when I reorder it I will be getting the unscented. I do have the pressed version as well. I haven't tried that yet, but I mean I'm nearly finished on this one, so I will be using that very shortly. And normally I do go in with a sponge with this, but just to save a bit of time, I'm just using a big fluffy brush. I use this quite a lot for my bronzer, and this is a BH Cosmetics No. 2 brush, which I know you can't get anymore, but it's a really great brush for bronzer and just stuff like that I find anyway. It's one of my favourite brushes. Alright, so now that that's all set in, I'm just going to go in with some bronzer, and this is the Sephora bronzer, and as you can see it's quite large. That's how big the pan is. It's absolutely massive. And this is in the shade 01 Light. So just on that same brush I took the powder on. I'm just going to run it up my cheeks just to add a bit of colour. Back into the face, and just a little bit up in the hairline, and a little bit around the nose, the chin, double chin. There we go, bronzed. So I'm not a huge blush person. I'm not a huge blush person, but this is the Benefit blush in the shade Sunny. I do believe this was one of the ones they released a few months ago, so it's still relatively new. And this is the shade here, just like a bit of a soft peachy pink. So again, just gonna pop a little bit of that just on my cheeks, just to add a little bit of the pink glow. There we go. For highlighter, I'm going to take the Glamlite Pina Colada highlighter. This was from the series that they did, the Dirty Martini, the 4 palettes, which I do have all 4 of those as well. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to take some on this brush. This is from Luna Beauty as well, and this is the LBF6 brush. And I don't think it's showing up very well on camera, but it is quite a nice highlighter. You can definitely build it up if you want that blind. You can see it starting to hit there. So you can build it up as a blinding highlight, or you can just put like one layer on and leave it just more of a little subtle highlighter. And it's not grainy, it actually blends into the skin, which I really like. I don't like the highlighters that look like you've just put glitter all over your face. So yeah, really like. So to go in with lips, I'm going to start with the Michaela and Glamlite lip pencil. This was the one that was released back in July from the lip set. And just going to line. You can see it's a more paler nude, this one. Just like that. And then I'm going to take the Luna Beauty liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Perfection. And just going to pop that on like that. And then to finish everything off, I'm just going to take my emalievh setting spray. So I know this is also known as the green bottle spray, but this is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. This is probably one, it does have a ball in it as well. This is probably my favourite setting spray. So we're just going to drench the face, and it's nearly empty, so we'll be getting another one very soon. So this here is the final look of everything that we used today, and pretty much all of these are my favourite products that I love to use. Let me know what your favourite products are, if any of these also fall into your favourite category, and also what kind of video you would like to see next. Have a lovely day, everyone. Bye.